So week 17 was a testament of it's not how you start, it's how you finish, as at halftime we were down 21-6, going into the fourth quarter down 35-28, and then you see the final score ended up winning 63-42. It was an unbelievable game. It helped us get Walt James to star Dev, and of course, lock up the division title. There's a good chance that we do lock up home field advantage outside of the Mounties. If we win this next game, I believe the Caps, we do have the tiebreaker on because we beat them one-on-one. Of course, we do need them to lose here, but if we win, I believe we will have a home field advantage, once again, outside of the Mounties, which would be only really the championship round anyway. So, pretty big game coming up. Let's see if we also get a breakout on top of it. Also, do we even look at many of our re-signings? I feel like we kind of forgot about that. The Black Knights at 8-8. Fighting off again. Oh my lord, we forgot some players here. I guess we probably didn't forget, more or less they just didn't re-sign. Let's actually get some of these contracts done right at the end of the season. Zach Kuntz, he's the tight end of the future, but I think not. Final week, and he says no. Weatherford, I think we might move on. He really hasn't played a whole lot this season, and I don't know, dude. I do like Weatherford a lot. You know, he hasn't played as much of this season. He's still putting up okay numbers, considering. Abanaconda, I definitely want to keep. He's been a really good kick returner, and he's good running back depth if we ever need him to come in. Justin Shorter, I think it's time. Bellinger was only a one-year deal, really? Okay, well, obviously we're going to try to pay him. 3-year, $20 million deal to play backup tight end. Although at this rate, maybe number one tight end, Zach Kuntz, is threatening to leave. And then looking at other names, Kenny Wise obviously needs a contract. Rob Havenstein probably going to get a contract, and then everyone else I think might be moving on. Kenny Wise, I'm going to do a 3-year deal worth $15 million, which I think is great for us and not bad for him. Not guaranteed to be a really good player down the line, but he did put in enough work to earn that for this season alone. And then Rob Havenstein, that's a lot of money for a guy that might regress or retire. So I actually am going to wait. But we got a weekly award. That is what we like to see. Jadarius Lewis and Zaire Taylor. Taylor with 10 tackles with a pick 6. And then, of course, Jadarius Lewis throwing for 4 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. Did have those through 2 interceptions. We thought maybe that was going to be enough to take him off the list. But they felt like the yards and touchdowns were just too much to pass on. And Jadarius Lewis gets Player of the Week, which is a nice little XP boost. But before we take a look at the Black Knights team, we're going to be taking a look at our squad. We got a couple of upgrade points here, actually a lot of them, and Morant's going to get to 85, which is another upgrade slot, of course. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, Zaire Taylor with a Player of the Week gets himself an upgrade point. So does Nick Jones. Just a lot of players with upgrades, which is great timing, because once again, we're about to be entering the playoffs. After this game is over, though, we will be taking a look at the stats and awards as well. So then the next episode we do play is going to be in the playoffs. Probably looking at a Saturday upload. But let's take a quick look at injuries, which we have been pretty fortunate, other than Ronnie Shelton, who it's not as bad as it could have been. You hear something's torn, and you're thinking, well, that's the season, especially this late. But we actually, it's all right. We can manage. As I believe he'll only miss the wild card round, I believe 2 and then 1. No, he probably will be out till the championship round, which does suck, I guess. But it could have been a season ender, so we'll see what happens. Brock Purdy's the starting quarterback of the Black Knights. He is an X factor, apparently. Throw power is not the best, but his accuracy is amazing. Devin A-Chain is one of the fastest, and not the fastest running back in the league. Wide receiver, you got Calvin Ridley, who's pretty good. Brandon Cooks definitely can use an upgrade. It's really just wide receiver 1, but they also do have this guy, Andrew Carrington, who looks really good, that for some reason isn't starting. Tight end Hunter Henry is a decent possession guy at this rate. Left tackle's all right. Left guard's actually better than I would have expected. Connor McGovern, why is he such a high overall? He's not very good at run blocking, but his pass blocking's really good. Ryan Bates is an okay center. Will Hernandez is a decent, serviceable pass blocking guard. And then Brian O'Neill is a very good right tackle. Will Anderson's one of the best pass rushers in the league. Derek Brown's one of the best run stoppers in the league with a little bit of power move. Ed Oliver, very good at stopping the run himself. And Vernie Jennings off the edge. Maybe just move this to a 4-3. No? Like, you just move this to a 4-3. Instead, it's a weird-looking 3-4. Darius Slay is still very good. Nate Hobbs, the man coverage isn't great, but zone is great. And then Julius Brent's not a bad player. Could have been a starter somewhere with that size. Gilman, the free safety, who's not that fast, but great in zone coverage. And then Brandon Jones, who's a little bit faster, a little bit less good in zone coverage. decent kick power kicker and really good kick power punter. Really trying to send off this handoff merchant business. Doesn't seem like they run the ball much. I guess Brock Purdy just carries because his receivers really aren't that good. And then attacking them, they look really good on the ground defense, so I'm going to go with throw it medium or middle. All right, all we have is pretty much, key players with upgrade points. Kenny Wise, we need the release to go up, so physical is really the best way to do that. Ends up getting 3 to release, 1 to catch in traffic, 1 to spec catch. Route running's a little iffy as well, but at least the release going up will help him, a little bit more than some of the route runnings, I feel at least. Antonio Johnson could definitely use some speed over anything, but zone coverage upgrades in general would be great, and he gets both. 1 to speed, 1 to zone. That's great. 89 speed at 6'3". It's kind of massive. Strong arm for Jadarius. I'm going to keep going strong arm because we need the deep accuracy as well. Give me a throw power. Oh, that sucks. We need like 1 or 2 throw power, and he would be perfectly fine as is. Nick Jones, the zone coverage could definitely use some work. As much as I love the slot upgrade, we got to go zone. We got to go zone. Best chance to get a +2, +3 in zone, which is what we just got. +2 to zone coverage. 76 now. Connor Wilson, always going with his zone coverage. He's actually really good of an overall now. 82 overall with a bit of speed and some zone coverage. What's his jump? Does it show his jump? I don't see jump. Am I dumb? Injury's actually kind of low. I'm surprised he hasn't been hurt yet. Probably just jinxed it. Zaire Taylor. Zone coverage also a little iffy. His man coverage is already a freaking 90 anyways, so we're going to go with zone coverage here as well, which is going to give him a +1 to zone, 3 to awareness. I'm not really sure if that's what we were looking for, but that's what we got. Chris Rodriguez, those power upgrades have been really mid, but you know what? We're going to keep going for him. We want him to be versatile, run some players over if there's no option to juke. Gets 1 to trucking, 2 to carrying, 1 to ball carrier vision. Be nice to get him to 90+ truck. And then Joe Morantz, I actually want to get to 85 overall for that ability slot. So we're going to go with slot upgrade to guarantee it. Change the direction, 1 to short route, 1 to catch, 1 to catch in traffic. He's really good. He's kind of a problem. What's his ability? Spin cycle. What's his spin move? 81. You know, this is the time where I think I'm going to actually change it for Jukebox. I'm going to allow Jukebox only because they gave me the Juke ability anyways. Give me the Jukebox. You know, a lot of people have been saying, hey, we should change the abilities to better ones. I don't want to do that straight up, but for him, I'm going to allow it. How have we not had a snow game? The end of the regular season is going to be here at night against the Black Knights, who are still trying to make a playoff spot happen, as they are one of many teams that are 8-8 on the season, and it is going to be a tough one for both sides. We obviously want the chance to have a home field advantage throughout the playoffs, except for the Mounties, which could be taken out before us, so we could have home field advantage if we were to win out, and they didn't. And then, of course, the Black Knights trying to be one of the teams to sneak in through one of the low-end wildcard spots. Like I said, there's about 5 or 6 teams that are 8-8 right now, like the Black Knights. So this is a big game, even bigger for them than it is for us. Of course, don't want to get injured in a quote-unquote meaningless game. I mean, we're going to have a home field advantage spot no matter what, but at the same time, those seedings, they could be make or break, especially if we have those home field cold weather games like we do here. So we are going to be giving it our all at the end of the day. I wouldn't say that I would call this a playoff game, but it could mean a lot for the playoffs. So if someone gets injured, I mean, it's part of the game. It's really a part of the process. But here we are, kicking the ball off first. We've also been kind of tinkering with the idea that maybe no matter what, we play 2 games an episode next season, but maybe drop the quarter length down to 7 or 8 minutes. We already have a lot of yards, and we give up a lot of yards and points each game. I feel like maybe that's a better idea or better way to go about it. Let me know what you guys think. Either way, Brock Purdy, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Not a bad year at all. Would I expect those numbers to be... oh, I thought he was playing coverage against that guy. I was like, huh? We're really spread out here. Good bull rush move. And Cam Jones gets a really bad assignment on the first play. The safety bites on a, I don't know what angle that was. And the first play is a touchdown to Calvin Ridley. Nice. You would think maybe they would flip the safety or something. I don't know. Wrong formation. Our fault. Kind of got caught napping, really. Almost made the play, though. Well, definitely an interesting start. I don't know if it was a good start, but it's definitely an interesting one. Let's run to the outside here to start out the game. The stretch play works out perfectly. Inside move. Spin move doesn't really work, even though we have spin cycle, and our juke move has 0 juke move. We don't have Jukebox. That's why I'm kind of thinking, you know, do I really want Jukebox? I know Spin Cycle's never been as good as Jukebox anyways, but I don't know if he needs it. I really don't. Good pickup. Has time to deliver that throw. We're going to play it safe. I guess not. He's going to run through it anyways. Joe Morant made it look easy. 23 yards. Great pickup by Rodriguez. Instead of the stretch, we're going to be running to the left. I think that's a bluff. I don't think he's actually going to come in there. Well, he did. Good slip off anyways for a gain of 3. We're going to go play action with Morant going from left to right on the crosser. See if he can catch another big one. And wow, that throw was terrible. Morant trying to save the day. Did a touch pass just to throw it back into the kind of same spot he caught the other one at, and the ball just sailed. That was not a good look at all. This is kind of a shorter look as well, speaking of. Oh, there's nobody on Wise who catches that cleanly. Tries to go down, takes a big hit anyways to the 15. First down, though. It's like, do I feel like him taking a hit is worth it there? No, but they didn't care. See, this RPO. They're not really on it. It's a little bit of a late throw, but he's going to get there. Jukebox really fast to the 5, but doesn't actually break anyone's ankles. Double slants. Maybe run a zig with... Nah, we'll run this. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a pick. That's just stupid. Don't know why I think that this throw power is ever going to be, like, okay to fit one in there. You really just... It needs to be the most greatest ultimate timing of all time. Otherwise, it's just not going to fit. It's just never going to happen. That's what she said. I mean, there was no timing on that ball that would have been good enough because of the throw power. It also doesn't help that he was already creeping towards that play anyway. It's just a bad decision, I suppose. Can't get off the block. Out there, try to strip him. And it works out if we actually bring him down, which we do. Slammed. I don't know how that's only a loss of 2. It feels like he was all the way back like 10 yards. Got a bunch of linebackers in this time, actually playing against what appears to be a tight end. Stepping up. My God, that's a good freaking throw. But Wilson, thankfully, just in range enough. The speed of A-Chain down the sideline there. Oh, my God. That was a close call. Good defense, though. Did enough. The safety finally back far enough to make a play. And that can be picked. It's not, but it's dropped. Oh, my God. Nick Jones pretending like he was the one that did that. No, it was just a lot of traffic, and he just lost concentration, I think. Either way, I don't care how it was a drop, how it was a stop. We got the ball back. He's going to make a rhyme, and you know, didn't really feel like it just wasn't the place. Ooh, Chase Brown had a chance. Cut back. Round midfield. Let's not throw a pick this time. Of course, easier said than done, obviously. Do I really like a run call? I don't care. I don't care what I like these days. I just do it. I just do it because that's what I got to do. 2 yards gain. Romeo on the drag might be my look. Kuntz inside. Great throw. Gets it all the way about to the 30-yard line. Good patience. Could have taken Romeo Dobbs, but it wouldn't have been a first down. That was. Got a wild play action. Could be a block and release throw over to Bellinger. We'll see how he plays this. That's a really good throw. Oh, maybe we should have went with the stiff arm. We might have been able to just outrun him. Either way, to the 8. Great play. Feels kind of sucky that, you know, we have that pick when he really, Jadarius Lewis doesn't deserve it. Run call inside. They kind of bluffed us, and somehow with that front, we only gained 3, and it could have been a lot less. Get the double drag look with the tight ends if we believe in them. Romeo wide open. Easy touchdown. Dives in to tie the game. Great defensive stop, leading to a score for a 55-yard drive from the 25-yard line. Get to the outside. Can't get over there. A-Chain gaining 7. Oh, run, cutback. Look at all the blocks. Gleason cleans up, though, and takes him down. The blocks were insane on that play. And they're going to flip the play. Kind of has Johnson out of position a little bit. Let's see if Gleason can make a play here, speaking of. Rip move, that's not really what I wanted. And he's going to have a chance to run. Okay. And we don't take him down there. He slid insanely late. I would have hit him late. I don't give a damn. Oh, a penalty? I mean, it was wishy-washy anyways. Oh, quick throw in there. There's nothing really you could do. Cam Jones going against the running back. Who's going to come out on a route late. All over that. Knocks that ball free. Trying to get in front of him for the pick and wouldn't let us. Either way, it's a good stop. Now trying to go for the free rush off the edge with all of these players here. It's going to be a tough call. And, I mean, we're playing our coverage perfectly. Great hit by Riley, but that's a first down. Blitz just didn't get there in time, which would have been a lot to ask for, in fairness. We're going to be blitzing again. We're going to be dropping off Walt James, though. Oh, it's a pick! How is that not a clean bait? We tricked Brock Purdy. And our guy short arms it. Did we not trick him? We ran up, turned around. What is that? You've got to be kidding me. I don't know who he's trying to intercept there, but definitely not the guy that the ball was intended to. Ooh, we had a freaking Troy Polamalu type play. A lot of traffic, dropped, almost picked off the tip. Good concentration with the corners over there. 2nd and 10. We've been running a lot of blitzes because we're getting a little frustrated on defense. Feel like anytime he has even a sliver of a chance to throw, just works out in their favor. They only gain a yard on the ground, though, so that'll be a 3rd and 9. They're going to blitz. It's going to be a man coverage blitz. Cam Jones has had himself a fair share of success. Running back's open, but we got the underneath to cover as well. And that's going to be a throwaway. Good defense. That'll be a field goal. Good defense. We tightened up for once. And the field goal was blocked. No points for you, chumps. I really wish there was like a proper play action that could like have a deep play, double move or something. And I mean, we ran right into them. I kind of just got lost in the play there. Was like searching for like lanes and just didn't see him and just kind of ran right into him anyway. Just like, screw it. And we're in trouble. I really hate the way that every team perfectly plays that. Somehow they don't let you have the zig and they don't let you have the deep out with one corner. It's just crazy. I throw the zig and they're on it. I wait and they drop back. I don't know. Either way, yards are similar, points are similar. Success on offense is lacking, which is similar. Looking for a little bit more of a shot play. Got a bunch of different like deep routes. Got the option from the tight end. I'm going to take Wise, who has a little bit of a step. It's a really good throw, and he holds on. 84 yards. I would imagine the biggest deep play of the season. The wheel route works. And we get a touchdown from the man that was just paid. Beautiful play. Kenny Wise showing off speed. Wonder if that little bit of a release upgrade helped him get off the line just quick enough. Guy was all over him, just barely missed. The tables have turned, and let's not do that whole Calvin Ridley gets covered by a linebacker thing. He still kind of is, but at least he's not like man covered all the way down the field. We miss hard there. Slip off for A-Chain, but it will knock him out of bounds for 12. All right, let's see it from the 36-yard line. Quincy gets him off his spot early. Cordale had a chance to just clean up there. Did a good enough job to not allow him to run out there, but good pressure. Quincy pushing the pile. Guy has it in him. Can't get off the rush. Couldn't get a hand up. We were too late. And good team tackle to force it to 3rd and 1. Almost like a formality, but you never know. As long as it's 3rd down, there is a chance to get off the field, even if we don't believe in it. We're trying to get out there with Wilson. And good teamwork. Weatherford chases it down while Wilson protects the edge. Maybe it was Riley Moss. I don't even know. Quick throw to Kuntz, who's going to get a bunch of yards. The drag routes, man, especially with the tight end, they're pretty strong. That pick really sucks as Darius Lewis having himself a really good game right now. Play action, Wise. And that's a really good throw. I didn't know who was going to catch that. It looked like Romeo Dobbs was going to step in front of it. Can't lie, I kind of panicked a little bit. Almost accidentally threw it to Morant deep. Thankfully, it didn't happen, though. Get the little sweep. Nobody's going to block the edge, and that'll be a loss of 3. Like, I don't know what the plan is there. Is, like, the plan the guy thinks it's, like, a read option or something? I don't know what that play is. That's a tough throw. Why is Romeo not going for that? We slowed down right in front of the ball, and he just doesn't jump. We're lucky that wasn't picked. We're already in field goal range, so I don't think there's a point to run it to get closer. And that's wide open. Romeo Dobbs could score. Want to beat. Stiff arm down to the 2. Beautiful play. Kenny Wise has become a problem in this game, and they are really focused in on him. Keeps the eyes off of Romeo Dobbs. We just get enough time to throw. Jadarius Lewis is always under pressure. Hits a perfect throw. Did play it a little too safe, maybe. If we would have straight lined through it to him, it's probably a touchdown, but just wanted to make sure we get that completion. It was a long 3rd down. And they look like they're coming up. We'll see what kind of Romeo Dobbs route we get. It's good enough. Pretty good zone coverage, but not good enough. on that side of the field. Romeo Doubs will finish what he started. And we will be up 21-7. Black Knight's season is slowly slipping away here. Might even see Graves come in the second half with the way they're playing right now. Quincy with the bull rush. Gets a pretty good push once again. Try to strip. A-Chain barely had a handle on the ball. That's why we went for it, and that's why he also didn't slip off. It's not often that we go for a strip on a running back and it's not a broken tackle. That's why I went for it there. I felt like he was in a bad spot. Spin move, almost got there. Tried to strip, couldn't get it. Huge hit, the knee. To the 39-yard line. I know things are getting a little out of hand, but they do feel like they're rushing maybe a little bit too much. But at the same time, if it's working, why change it? Good push. It's going to be another throw to the running back, and Walt James is just not there. Nice shot to the knees, but another first down on like a last-second like panic throw. We got to do better at that. Guess we'll just run cover 3. We don't really have the personnel for anything else. And over the middle. Good tackle, but that'll be all the way to the 28. They're moving. Backup running back's in now, who will not see a carry. We'll see a touch, though. Oh, come on. Oh, who is this guy? There's no way. Who is he? I don't remember looking at the backup running back because I didn't care. Samuels. Oh, my God. This guy's insane. Like, who is that guy? A-Chain his job should be in jeopardy. And that's saying something. We're going to run the Middo Blitz. 2nd and 7. It's kind of a weird time to run it. Try to swat it and overthrown because of the pressure. We were coming on that one. Disgusting. Just going to press on this tight end if we can. Or not. Back of the end zone. Wide open. Wilson's just sleeping. I don't know who he thought we were, but we were not the guy to carry it all the way up the field like that. Don't get me wrong. We should have carried it up more than we did. But at the same time, kind of was on the tight end more than him. As Abanaconda is not going to get the block we needed. Damn. I don't think Romeo Doubs is going to get the yards he needs, but he is getting some touchdowns, which is great. And obviously Wise has had himself a pretty good day too. And there goes Romeo Doubs again. Getting those feet down. About 80 yards with 2 touchdowns so far. Even though the score is a lot closer than we probably thought it would be, we are putting up monster numbers, which is something. If not a win, it is something. There goes Kuntz. Now, he definitely does not have a chance to get to 1,000. 2-minute warning. This has been an offensive onslaught of passing yardage, really. For a while it wasn't, then just things broke open. We're coming in with like every play in the playbook, and it's working out. Wise on the wheel. Rodriguez has a step! Oh, wow. Slay played that so cleanly. It was like he didn't even care. We probably had Romeo on the underneath as well, but I just wanted it all. I don't know. They got another really good D-line. We've been playing against a lot of good defensive lines lately. It's not my favorite thing to say we've done. Rodriguez gets about 9. Clock is cool and all. You want to save as much time as you can, but at the same time, if you can't get the first down, you're just giving the clock back anyways. Underneath, that throw is so slow. It gets there, but it is slow. You go with the go routes. I don't really know if I like this. Yeah, let's throw it away. Running back looks like he's kind of like, I wouldn't say a misdirection, but kind of like a sneaky player. Yeah, I don't like that again. I'm going to go with a jailbreak screen only because the regular running back screen has become a little bit too predictable, I think. Well, nobody's there. Why did I think that was going to work? Chad Ryland hits the field goal, making this a 10-point game with about a minute left in the second. They all, they obviously have a chance themselves. And there goes Gleason, applying some pressure. Clean tackle! Good tackle, we win it. I'm not going to call a timeout or anything like that, but we'll see how this plays on this down. If this down goes well, then maybe. Nope, we're not good. That's going to be a big play to the outside. Okay, maybe not the outside I thought. Wow, what a tackle, though. Actually making a chance on 3rd and 1 to get a stop. Man, we are not in, good defense. Got a lot of linebackers in because I want to blitz. We obviously have all these receivers out here, and we're just not ready. What a hit by Walt James, though. Finally, we got some DBs in. Can actually cover someone. Oh, that could be a free play. No, it's not. Forbes, no way. Forbes comes in and just gets burned on the very first play. They have no timeouts, though. I don't know if they have time for this field goal. Let's see it. They don't. I mean, what can they do? They needed to get in range, and they felt like that was the play. Didn't happen. We'll hold the 10-point lead into halftime. Thankfully, they did not have one more timeout to have Both defenses giving up a lot in the passing game. 500 total yards in the first half. Neither team really running the ball much, but don't really need to. Looking at across the league. Don't really care too much about the Elks or the Orbits anymore, but definitely looking at this Caps team, I suppose, as the Shamrocks win against Armadillos. Really just a battle of morale more than anything. Daniel Jones, though, pretty good game, obviously. Then we move on to the Sentinels and the Tigers. And it'll be another game pretty much for morale. I don't think the Sentinels really have a realistic chance. Derek Carr did nothing, yet they won. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Looking at some of the other games, where's the Caps? The Caps, I think, won. So this game kind of does mean nothing for, well, not nothing, but you know what I mean. It means less, because our chances of getting home field advantage all the way across is lower and lower. Maybe, like, we have home field advantage over, like, one team at this rate if we win. What a throw, though, to Wise to give us a huge touchdown. Julius Brent's just outmatched in size and speed. The underneath size, of course, because it's a little harder to cover a little shifty dude like that when you're really tall. And then we're going to defend the short pass. Attack mid, defend short. Abanikana on the return. Not great blocks, protecting that ball well, though, to the 21. I mean, with a guy getting touchdowns, you know, multiple on the season, you're just never going to fault, you know, us not starting at the 25. You weigh the risk and the reward. I'll lose a couple of yards every time if it means one of these times it's going to be a touchdown. One of these times it's not going to matter where we start on the field because we have a touchdown. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it every time. We gain 6 on the ground, though. Let's go with a trap play. Going to be double teaming Brown, who might have a chance to push free. That's why we double teamed him, and it didn't really work. We gained 2 yards. Couldn't go the other side because it would have shedded right away anyways. Let's go with a quick throw. Probably looking for Rodriguez. Rodriguez. What is that play? Is that really that bad of a throw from 2 feet away? There's no way. There's no way this ball... I mean, it looked like it was high, though. Am I crazy, or could he have just run through that? I mean, don't get me wrong. You want that ball to be out there instead of him having to turn back for it anyways. But still, it did seem a little excessive. Bellinger. That man's clutch, and he's not easy to tackle. We love him, and that's why we paid him that 3-year $20. Worth every penny. Before, didn't really get it. I never really understood why teams paid their backup tight ends or backup level tight ends so much, but now I get it. You get a Bellinger, you pay him. Oh, wow. That's a crazy risk. That was so dumb. It's stupid, though, that they can adjust so much better than you can, though. That was just like the most undeserved ball of all time. Panic, because we got instantly rushed again. Should have just taken the sack. Not a person that takes the sack very much. Pause. 2 interceptions during an amazing game. Just stupid decisions. But at the same time, the drive is probably derailed anyways if we take the sack. Can't throw it away. That would have been grounded. Can't get off the rush. Harrison doing nothing. Finally gets a little bit of pressure, and that'll be a throwaway. A lot of contact between the two, but the ball's uncatchable. Would have been nice for one of those coveted pass rush plays by Gleason, but unfortunately not going to happen. Let's go Quincy dropping back. Quincy! No! That would have been sick. They did not expect that. Quincy almost just made a crazy play. That's pain. Oh, it could be picked. Wow, what a play by Nick Jones, blasting the running back A-chain. Brock Purdy just regresses to the short throw every time. We blew that up. He came up with that decision at the worst time, but of course, still not intercepted. Why would he be? Oh, what a move. And because of the rush, it's going to leave a wide open player overthrown. I'm going to say Jackson's looking pretty good in this game, though. Got a lot of resistance bars or pass rush bars, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I thought he was going to get... Mo! I hate everything. I love when the players just don't cover anyone. That throw is not catchable. Single high safety again, but realistically, the guys that are pressing are playing against lesser talent, so you believe in our team to make a play on that. Kind of a little bump, but still only going to gain 3. Bringing a little bit of heat. Don't really have much of a defense on that side of the ball. Short. Yeah, that middle side was kind of weak as well. Good team tackle. Trying to play it risky because if you get a free rush, get a sack, that takes them out of field goal range, the drive's over, and with the time on the clock, you're looking really good if they had the punt. Instead, they convert. Brock Purdy's getting rid of the ball pretty quickly. And nobody is on the tight end. We're not even supposed to be even close to where that ball is. We had the hook. That is not hook defense. Let's see Jones. Oh, he holds on to that, surely. Well, James of the pop holds on as Calvin Ridley. I don't know what you want from us. I mean, like, it's just like, that's a clean hit. And he just takes it. And we get bumped. I hate when that happens. You try to, like, adjust for the bait out, and you get bumped by players for no reason. Like, just run through them. You don't have to slow down because you're running into someone. Like, if we're running directly into them, sure, but we're, like, scraping against them. Why are we not just going? Like, why are we going left of him when I'm trying to go to the right? Screw avoiding the contact. Take him down. I don't care. Better than giving up the assignment. What a move to find our way through that. Rodriguez for 10. That was unbelievable. Levels sail. We're actually going to run the ball again. Might be a Romeo. It will be a Romeo. Try to pick up the block. That was already being blocked. That would have been insane. It was a really good play, though. Lane gained 11. It's a hell of an attempt. That would have been insane if we actually made that play. Actually going to hand it off this time. And the blocks are pretty good. Rodriguez finds 6. Looking back at the throw. Rodriguez, please hold on. It's not an easy catch, I will admit. Oh, what a move. Oh, he couldn't stay in balance. I don't need jukebox. He does not need jukebox. Don't want to hear it. He is deadly. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. Morant end zone look. If the safety's not on it, which he's not. Floated. Little underthrown, and he doesn't hold on. That needs to be caught. There's no excuse there. Don't get me wrong, the ball is underthrown. But that's a catchable ball. Romeo to the outside, gains the first down. Wow, what a fight. Romeo's having a day. Play action does kind of feel like a blitz, so could catch him off guard. Let's get Morant into the end zone just to drag it out for the tight ends. There goes Bellinger, who does fall forward for a yard. You're never going to catch me off guard with a blitz. You're going to beat our offensive linemen often, but still. It's a good throw. What a catch by Kuntz. Kind of funny how I say that, and they kind of catch me off guard with a blitz. See if Romeo Dobbs wants wide touchdown number 3. And he does, but he's not going to get it. I didn't know if I should cut inside, dive, do what we did, which was nothing. Unfortunately, we know the answer. Something was better than nothing. And I'm kind of glad we took that sack. About to throw right into potential pick again. Fourth quarter, this has felt like a weird game. It's felt like a game where they can't stop us, and yet we're only up by 3. Under. This is an interesting play. Can we get Kuntz like one-on-one outside there? No? Oh, well. I mean, I don't know what you consider double. And I can't get the throw off. He gets picked. You've got to be kidding me. I got to see this back. I got to see how bad this offensive line is. Yeah, that John Michael Schmitz is not being re-signed. I don't know if it's his fault, but the interior of our line is just utterly garbage. Let's see what happens here. So sure, you have Williams getting beat. The double team is on. So you have Oliver. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, I'm taking the shot into the end zone to Kuntz, and considering the safety was going on Morant there, I think that's a touchdown. Of course, 3 interceptions, and none of them are the fault of the quarterback. That's fun. It's a lot of fun there. Going to lose a game that we had no business losing. And then Cam Jones plays a terrible angle. Oh, my God. 30 yards on a first run from the 5-yard line. Kind of our fault because we kind of pulled Johnson out of the way, but also slightly defeated by the fact that we threw that pick. Shaq Thompson does not deserve these picks. Back to the running back. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do other than play man coverage and get burned anyways. Maybe somebody wants to actually like get after the quarterback. That'd be kind of cool. Good hit by Taylor. Inches. I mean, this is a great opportunity for both sides here. We get the blitz, we get the sack, we get them off the field. But they also can go against one-on-one because of the blitz, and we're just not going to get there maybe, and we're barely going to get beat for the first. A-Chain maybe doing a little too much there. Good thing is we're going to get a chance at the ball regardless, but bad thing is we might throw another pick. Get a swat on the ball. Trying to strip it with all those bodies in there. Gains 8. Don't tell me there's this stupid thing where we can't see the field. Okay, that's fine, but I didn't see the first down. Unless I'm just dumb. I feel like I didn't see the first down last play. Oh, free rush! Not Gleason. Weatherford is having a pretty big day. He's had a couple of nice plays from behind the line. Who would expect it to come back-to-back? Obviously, we didn't bring the blitz last time, but still. That should be a free rush. You got to be kidding me. It's a good tackle, but that's a first down. Oh, somebody just needs to dive after the quarterback. You have a free rush on the quarterback, and it's a running back that's going to have to pick you up. Why not dive at him? Am I crazy? Like, just dive in. Got to cover the curl. Good hit. Gains 4, though. Ranked 7 in the league for takeaways, 0 today. Had a chance at Wall James earlier, and he just put his arms out instead of up. Carried the guy through for no reason at all. Good tackle, but that's another first down. As soon as I took that step, I knew we were beat. It's so painful. You just want to cover the guy all the way because you just know he's open. But you can't. Good try in the strip. We gave up another one. Trying to carry someone up the field and just got burned underneath again. Our defense stinks. Carl Brooks. Carl Brooks. Get over there, Weatherford. Nice dive tackle, but still. The ball's thrown. Start running. Like, was he have the ball on a string and he's going to reel it back in, take another attempt? I'm not sure what we're doing here. Oh, we weren't there in time. Good hit. But gaining 5+ every single play is just easy scores. Easy first downs, which will lead to easy scores. Wanted to put in the backup quarterback in this game, but couldn't do it. Taylor with a pick, though. And trying to do too much. This is maybe a bad decision. I thought maybe we could outrun Purdy that edge. It was still an okay return to the 12, but good play, Taylor. I thought we were going to outrun Brock Purdy. We actually had a lane, a little bit of a lane. Not a great lane, but a decent one. Go route. It's there. He misses him. You've got to be kidding me. Don't get me wrong. You know, the picks aren't really Jadarius' fault, but there's been a lot in this game that has been his fault. There's been some misses. Some bad ones, too. Guess we'll run the ball. Let's be predictable. Oh, good blocks. He played it shallow. Rodriguez around the edge. Does anyone have the speed? Jones has a chance, and he's going to take him down to the 8. What a run. The safety sold out underneath. Brennan Jones saves the touchdown, which keeps the game alive for them, but yeah, number 32 did not do a good job. That's going to make Rodriguez's numbers look pretty damn good. Maybe even put him over 2,000 on the season. Maybe not. And Rodriguez, oh, he had a chance. Will Anderson injured on the play. Don't know if I should be playing it this safe. Oh, look at Rodriguez. Gets blasted down to the 1. 153 yards on the ground now because of this, because of that run. Do we go QB sneak with Jadarius? They got some pretty big players in there. Look at the way they're stacking, though. I'm going to go for it anyways. And he gets it. Jadarius Lewis might have won the game there. Zaire Taylor with the interception, potentially winning the game. Come on, get off the line. Another throw to the damn running back, and it works because we suck. How many throws have been to A-Chain? All of them? Damn near, to be honest. Got blasted there. Another throw to the running back. We miss hard. Not going to get a single drive with damn Graves, huh? Spin move almost worked. Thought that was to the running back again. Oh, damn. Johnson got his ankles destroyed. He plays a man coverage instead of cover 4. Cam Jones gets beaten, man, again this game. Nobody's going to help. 2-minute warning. They're already at the 5, though. I'm going to spy with Zach Harrison. He's not that good at pass rushing anyways. And he doesn't really get the job done. We got to come up with Johnson. That's crazy, dude. I knew that was a possibility. Oh, I can't get it. Good job by Jones, though. We had a guy sitting there, and it almost hit him in the head. Are you dead, sir? Are you, like, not alive? Oh, no. Bringing the blitz. We're going to go with Quincy again. Imagine he gets a pick. Oh, picked! Wilson could take it to the house. Purdy's trying to cut him off. Won't get there. And Connor Wilson finally gets involved in the pick six games. That is a celebration he would do. We're going to win a lot closer of a game than it was on the scoreboard after a pick six by Wilson in the goal line. The red zone clutching up. Bad throw. Leads to the pick six. Here it is, 4th and 5. Press man with the blitz. Might bring both, especially if they block. They don't block the running back. And over the middle, good find. That will be a touchdown. Their playoff hopes ride on this game, so you can't blame them for trying until the whistle blows. Oh, that ball went up. And Wise got speed. Oh, it wouldn't let me go all the way left. Either way, that's going to be the game, 38-28. I kid you not, I put in Graves for one play, tried to throw a simple little play action, and made a bad read and threw a pick. One throw for a pick on the game. That's what his season, his game stats are going to read for the final of the season. Final game of the season. That is unbelievable. Oh my! Could have been back-to-back players of the week though. Wow, we almost gave up an NFL record. Could have been a player of the week for Jadarius again if we didn't throw all those picks, but it is what it is. Passer rating was still high despite all those interceptions. It's because the yards per attempt were so high, almost 400 yards, almost 70% completion percentage, which is pretty good with all the picks and the overthrows and the throwaways. Rodriguez ends up with a pretty good game because of the big 81-yarder. A-Chain had 13 receptions for 113 yards. Romeo Doubs, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Morant, 53 yards. Kuntz, 61. Kenny Wise, 123 with a touchdown. Looking at the defense. No real sack totals for us. Picks for Wilson, Taylor, Gilman, Jones, and Thompson. 2 of them for Thompson. And Zane Gonzalez with a blocked kick. Not that it really played much of a factor. We have an upgrade point. Lavelle Forbes. Haven't really heard his name dropped in a while. He's, kind of the number 3/4. Wow, really good upgrade there, though. He's a really good player. But here it is, the wild card round. About to find out who we're going to be playing against. And it is the Pioneers, it would appear to be. Interesting. We did beat the Pioneers in the regular season as well. Rodriguez, look at the yards. It's not an NFL record, though, is it? I think he was just short. He was short by like 21 yards. 22 yards, technically, I think. It's unfortunate, but it's still a really damn good season, obviously. Rushing touchdowns, I don't think it was even sniffing those. 28 was needed. He probably had like 20 at best. But looking at the quarterback numbers for the season, Jadarius Lewis, 4,249 yards, 32 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. Obviously, Graves, even to take away that pick we just had, 6 touchdowns for 8 interceptions. I mean, he got benched for a reason. He just, as much as I wanted it to work out, he just wasn't good enough. Rushing, Rodriguez was unbelievable. Tyler Beatty just didn't really have much of a chance because of it. Rodriguez was an every down back. And at the end of the day, if your running back's going to be that good, you're going to go Derrick Henry mode. You might as well play him. Morant's the only guy at 1,000 yards, 1,466 yards with 10 touchdowns. Wise, 941 yards with 9 touchdowns. Romeo Doubs, 935 with 7 touchdowns. And Kuntz, a lot closer to the 1,000 yards than I thought with 923. Rodriguez adding another 474 in the receiving game. So 2,500 total from scrimmage. Bellinger, the backup, with 310 yards. Not bad. Sacks allowed, 8 for Havenstein. And the rest, not too bad, even though they gave up a lot of pressures. Defensively, 4 guys with 100 tackles or more. Cam Jones with 151, Walt James with 121. Antonio Johnson with 117, and Connor Wilson with 104. Even the corners had some pretty high tackle numbers. Tackle for a loss, Jack Gleason with 24. Sack totals, 14 for Gleason, 6 for Quincy, which is not too bad considering how big he is. He's always double-teamed. Cam Jones, 5 sacks as well. 4 for Walt James. Cordell Jackson with 4. Ronnie Shelton was injured a little bit in this season. 4 sacks for him. Interceptions, Nick Jones with 8. 7 for Taylor and Moss. 5 for Antonio Johnson. 4 for Connor Wilson. 3 for Walt James, 2 for Cam Jones, 1 for Weatherford, and 1 for Forbes. As far as the forced fumbles go, 3 for Connor Wilson. Recoveries, Walt James is the guy. Block kicks, we had 3 of them. Safeties, we had 1 or 2 for one, for each guy, Shelton and Walt James. I don't know why that just derailed me. Interception touchdowns, or touchdowns in general on defense. Riley Moss with 3, Walt James with 2, same with Jones. And then 1 for Forbes, Taylor, Wilson, and Cam Jones. Looking at the kicking, Chad Ryland obviously had a great season. Not going to be a perfect season, which is going to screw him over, but 35 for 37 is amazing. A lot of them from deep. His longest kick was 62, and it shows all these kicks from 50+, but I wish it would show 60+, because he missed 2 out of 18 from 50+, which is great. But his 60+ was even better, more impressive. Turk, yards per punt were kind of low, because usually we are going for the pin punt rather than the actual yardage punt. Abanikanda with almost 2,000 yards returning, with 4 of those being touchdowns, averaging 27.4 yards per return, which is great. Chase Brown, 7.8 yards per return. Now let's take a look at the league before we do anything else, as I am curious to see how some of the other teams have finished. Obviously, our awards for like efficiency aren't going to be there. Like, we're not going to win with a quarterback, but yardage, not that many guys over 4,000. I guess like half of them. Touchdowns, over 30, Joe Burrow with probable MVP. Tua looking pretty good. Lewis was up there with 32 touchdowns, but the completion percentage was so low. Probably the lowest of all the, like, eligible players. I mean, not even close. Passer rating, the highest goes to Joe Burrow with 118. What was our passer rating with Lewis? Jarius Lewis, 90, which is not great, but it's up there. Yards per attempt, Jarius Lewis was the highest, at least. Yards, the longest throw of the year, Ritter at 93. The most sacked is Kyle Jones at 56 sacks. Let's go to rushing, where Chris Rodriguez was the best in the league, who had the longest run while we're already over here. Bijan was the guy. Devontae Adams had an 80-yarder, but he only had 90 on the season, so that's 6 for 10 outside of that run. Not very good. Most attempts goes to Aaron Jones. Obviously, most yards goes to Mr. Rodriguez. Best yards per carry, obviously going to go to Rodriguez as well, but the second highest is going to be Mr. Jonathan Taylor with 5.6. Touchdowns, Breece Hall with 21. The amount of fumbles, we don't look at that. Most tackles broken, Jonathan Taylor at 81 tackles broken, which is kind of crazy. Where the hell is Rodriguez? Is it because broken tackles don't really count? Like, or not broken tackles, but like juke moves? But yards after contact, he has the highest, so that's definitely a weird one. Yardage, Amon-Ra St. Brown had the most yards, with Morant being number 2. Yards per catch, though, number 1 was Morant, with Odell slightly behind him. The most touchdowns in the league goes to Amon-Ra St. Brown, so obviously he's going to win some awards. Yards after the catch, Rodriguez very high up there. More yards after the catch than actual yards on the season, which tells you pretty much all screen passes. Run after catch average, Shakir was technically the best. Longest reception goes to Shakir. Greg Hennings with a pretty good long run. I don't know why he's not starting for them, though. He's got X Factor, which is kind of stupid of them. But most sacks allowed goes to McGlinchey at 16. The most tackles goes to Cam Jones. The most tackles for a loss goes to Micah Parsons. The most sacks goes to Myles Garrett at 21.5. Most interceptions goes to us. Then we look at kicking. The highest percentage kicked, realistically, was Jake Moody. And, yeah, where's our guy? Chad Ryland. Pretty high up there. Definitely the best when you consider how many kicks he actually kicked. Longest is 62. The second highest is 58. The best punt average was Tress Way. The longest punt, 75 yards by J.K. Scott. Kick returns, no one's going to even touch our numbers. Kick return touchdowns, only one other team had a singular one. Punt return touchdown, Christian McCaffrey was the only one that had one on the year. Don't really care about offensive stuff because we're probably going to be number 1 on those, but defensive, number 32. Going for player of the week, Lamar Jackson and Shaq Thompson, with the Redwoods cleaning up on the other side, Mac Jones and Hassan Reddick. Yearly awards, MVP goes to Brock Purdy, despite the fact that he did have some picks there at the end. Still holds on to MVP, which I'm a little surprised by. I really thought it was going to be Joe Burrow, but I don't know. I'm not really sure why he didn't win it, to be honest. Coach of the Year goes to Doug Peterson with the Monarchs. Looking at the award wins, though. Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Chris Rodriguez. Morant at number 6 is great as well. Defensive Player of the Year, Cam Jones at 3. Gleason at 4. Walt James at 7. Nick Jones at 8. Best Offensive Rookie goes to Kenny Wise, who did have himself actually a pretty damn good year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, obviously Jack Gleason. He had 14 sacks. I mean, that's crazy from a rookie, obviously, and they're very earned. There wasn't that many coverage sacks. A lot of them was just him being the first guy to the punch well before the coverage was even established. Quincy at number 5. I mean, he was all right. Taylor obviously at number 2. Best quarterback, our guy is not on the list. A lot of interceptions. Does not surprise me. Best running back, obviously doesn't surprise us at all because Chris Rodriguez is the best in the entire league, let alone the conference. Best wide receivers, Morant at number 2. Maybe a dev up still. Offensive line, not really deserved for Wanya Morris or Jordan being number 4 and 6, but they're still on the list regardless. D-line, Gleason at number 3. Linebacker, number 2 for Cam Jones, while James at number 5. Best DB, we had a pretty good cleanup. Basically, our whole defensive backfield, probably all going to be Pro Bowlers as well. Best kicker, number 3, a lot of missed kicks. Well, not really a lot, but a few missed kicks is going to, shine when there's guys that haven't missed kicks, even though our guy kicked way more. We have a weak link, which is obviously going to be our defense, but yeah, next episode is going to be the wildcard round against the 9-8 Pioneers, who we took pretty easy care of earlier in the season. Did the Elks actually make the playoffs? I'm kind of curious about that. They did at the 7th seed, which is kind of crazy. We're the number 3 seed, so in theory, I think we could play away for the next game, right? I think unless the Elks win, I mean, I guess it really comes down to who wins, but if the Caps win, we are, I believe, playing the Caps at their home, unfortunately, but either way, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content, which I might upload something over there this weekend. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to be a new series. It might just be me playing like some multiplayer game. I don't know. Just to have something up there that's a little more variety than just football 24/7. Regardless, though, I don't know. There would have been a rebuild a little bit later today, and then nothing on Friday, and then back to Saturday uploads. So be on the lookout for that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,